of my stupid laptop at
We
work.
are here. Almighty morning, everyone. Welcome to the new year and communication connections. I'm here with Sheri Beery, and it's Beery, not Sheri Berry. Okay, please. Everybody told me when I met
Yeah,
her that it was Sheri Berry, and it's like, no, that doesn't work for me. It's Beery.
but it's beery.
Beer with a Y.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you drink beer with?
I don't drink beer
Okay,
actually.
so
I
that's
don't
why
drink.
it's a Y. Why drink beer? Okay.
Oh, I drink it. Yeah, no, it's kind of funny. I do not consume alcohol.
Yep.
Not
And
that I
some
care if
people
anybody.
can stay away from it, and some people, yeah, we know.
I just
So,
don't like the flavor.
oh, I don't like the domestic stuff, that's for sure.
Oh, I don't like the flavor. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys. I'm walking into work.
yeah. You get to see her going to work this morning. I met Sheri. We had to talk to figure out exactly when. I met her on the second Monday that I went to Everything Just Rocks because it was a red light Monday, red light cabinet for those who think of a negative connotation to red light. Red light cabinet is when you sit in the the power sort of thing, and spirits come in and they overlay on you, and a lot of things can happen. And it's very interesting, very fun. And we have Katie Newkirk and Andrew in this morning. Welcome in, welcome in. And Katie is from Missouri, Miss Sheri. Sheri has ties to Missouri as well, as I do. And not only was Sheri there at that red light cabinet Monday, her son was there as well, and he is very good. He really got a lot of hits on that proceeding that day. But
That was
also, I think that after, I don't know if it was after that particular Monday, but Sheri and Miss Angie do, well, did and are going to do lives on Sundays and live readings. And it is so much fun because Sheri has so much wisdom that she doesn't realize she has. And she provides us with that wisdom when she goes live. So I'm really looking forward to the information she's going to give us today. Yes, the first part of this is introducing her and getting to know her stories. And the second half, reading time. Did you bring your cards?
they're in my car.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
I can get them.
yeah, but we'll take a break,
Okay.
and then you can get them then that way.
They stay in my car because of working at Everything Just Rocks one day a week. I just leave them in my car. It seems to work out much easier for me that way.
You know, I used to keep some in my car, but what I do keep now are crystals. So in case I encounter anything like selenite and black tourmaline, I haven't found any onyx lately, unfortunately. What was the other one I have? Rose quartz in
Ugh,
there because I figured,
I
huh? What?
I have crystals in my car and a mojo bag
Yes, that sounds
and,
good to
and
have
a
a mojo.
mojo bag.
So, Sheri, could you
Man,
introduce yourself to this wonderful audience?
sure. My name is Sheri Beery, as Julie mentioned. I am a human.
First and
um,
foremost.
first and foremost. I'm trying to switch from my phone to my laptop. So give me a moment, please. And then I just realized, anyways, I can't tell you how long I've been in practice, but I remember that my friend gave me my first tarot deck when I was 17 years old, and I am 57 now.
Ooh,
So
your 40-year anniversary.
yes. So he gave me my deck in a book, and it was the Standard Rider Waite deck. And I didn't know like what to do or how to do, but he gave me the cards, and I looked at them and I was like, okay. And I just started dealing cards. I started doing it. I'm, of course, referred back to the book. I mean, you're a beginner, so you refer back to the book on a certain things. And it was fun, and I did it for quite some time. And then being raised Christian, going to Christian schools and having, my mom who's very Christian, it was a lot of struggles for me. So there was a point when, wrong mouse, when a lot of interesting things were happening to me, and I gave it up and I walked away. However, although I'm a reader, I also knew things would happen before they would happen. So that part never went away. Never went away. So it was interesting to learn that not only was I a person that could feel what other people were feeling all the time, I could pick up now. Remember, I'm 57 years old, so I could pick up the phone and say, "Hello, Aunt Diana," and we didn't have caller ID.
Right.
Um,
They don't understand that, but
yeah, there was no caller ID. Or I could feel like if I was supposed to be somewhere and I was late, I could feel like the other person's angst waiting for me. And I would call them, "I'm really sorry, I'm 5 minutes late." And they're like, "Oh, I just got here." So it was like stuff like that. Feeling earthquakes and natural catastrophes. Being from California, seventh grade in a Christian school, I remember this girl, we had to do speeches in front of everybody for some silly reason. And this girl was walking down the aisle. And I remember screaming, "Get under your desk, get under your desk, get under your desk." I'm diving under my desk. All of these people are looking at me like I'm crazy. And then all of a sudden the Kalinga earthquake hit. And it was a pretty massive earthquake for us, and I was in seventh grade. And afterwards, my teacher's like, "How did you know?" And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. So dealing through that and and then being told, well, that's the devil and that's not the Christian way. And, you're not a pastor. And I'm like, you kind of struggle with all of that too. So that's me. That's like a little glimpse of my little journey.
well, that's your beginning of your journey,
Right.
you know.
Yes.
But so
Yeah.
many things. You've been through a lot and you've done a lot. You've accomplished so much too.
It is fun. I am coming in on my computer.
Sure.
Uh, it says join as guest, but I think I already have an account.
Go ahead and join as guest, or
Okay.
if you could join as join your oh, you have
Got it.
added to the stream. Okay. All right.
So let me leave
Let me
this.
know if you can add your um oh, it's okay. She just switched screens, guys. She is here. There. Now you look more professional. It's
Right. I'm trying to get into this silliness. This is not it is the email. It's my only email. Stay on this page.
hello, Paula. Welcome in. Yeah,
Okay.
she's
I
still
don't.
getting on. Can you add your channels or?
Yeah, and it's saying like this email is already used. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Oh, she disappeared. She'll be back in just a minute. Sorry about that. there's so much to Sheri to know. Yeah, she's done so much in her lifetime and been through a lot, helped so many people out. And I'm talking and she's not even here. Okay. If there's a problem, she will definitely let me know. But thank you for coming in. I'm so excited about this. I don't know. I don't know if I need to send her another one or not. Hello, Angie. Sheri is here somewhere. I don't know what happened. She said there was a problem with the email. I probably need to send her another one. Let's see. Either that or she'll get on her phone again. But she's not calling. Let's see. If I send her another one, it'll cause problems. So we'll see if I can get. Yeah, this is fun. Well, it is a new year. I'm calling this the year of unity because it is a 1 year. If you add the numbers together, 2, 2, and 6, it is a. There she is. Okay, good. And says that she's back on. So here she is. It is the year of unity, year of oneness. Hello, and look, there is
Hello.
her email and everything you need to know, her TikTok. Yep,
Yeah, it won't let me add my channels.
that's not nice of you, people.
I know.
Yeah, that's weird. Oh, did you go again? She'll be back in a second. I'm keeping an eye on it right now for it. So I hope you guys have had a great start to this new year. I know there's been a lot of positive things happening. Okay. What
I don't
happened?
know.
Okay.
I have no idea. It won't let me add my channels, which is whatever. I don't even care anymore.
You're on, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah, it says create a Restream account, but I have a Restream account, so I have no idea. Anyways, we're
Yeah.
here.
I might have sent it to the wrong email because sometimes it messes things up. Okay.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, because this is my T account.
Oh,
And the other one that Angie usually sends it to is my personal account.
okay. Do you want to put that in the private chat?
Sure.
That way, I'll send it to you. That if you want to flip over in between when we take a break, then you can do that. Okay.
Yeah,
But while we're at it, okay, that's easy enough. All right. While we're at it, though, I know you told us a little about yourself, and I love the story about the earthquake. So you really scared the teacher and probably the whole
yeah, all the kids, yeah. Yeah.
and the administrators. Like, how did she know that? You just
Yeah,
did.
it just did. It just did. And that's, my aunt used to ask me, well, how do you know this stuff? Or my mom would be like, how do you know this stuff? And I don't know. I could never talk to them because they were very, very Christian. And when you would say stuff about it, they would be like, oh, that's of the devil. And I'm like, well, I'm a kid. How I feel like I'm a kid. That's like telling somebody, well, you have blonde hair, so you're of the devil. Who
Yeah.
chooses to be that way when you're a child? So it was interesting. It was interesting. And then like I said, I just kind of walked away from it all because I felt like I was being drawn down paths of darkness, and I was scared especially with that Christian upbringing and background. And it's like, oh, I don't want to do that. Well, now I know a lot different. I'm much more educated than I was when I was a kid. It's not go straight to jail or hell, do not pass go, do not collect your $200. That's how I was raised. My mom was raised in Baptist churches.
Oh wow.
So
What area of the country were you?
So I'm from California,
Okay.
but my grandparents are from Oklahoma and Arkansas. So my mom and her sisters and brothers were all first generation Californians. Now my dad's side of the family, they're all from Texas, and I'm first generation from California. So yeah.
Yes.
I tell people, tell me you're from the South, or you know somebody that's from the South without telling me you're from the South. So it doesn't matter, but my boyfriend happens to be of a different race. And he tells me all the time, well, you're white, you don't know how to cook. So then I come up with this mac and cheese, and he's like, oh. Like, we was poor, we ate the same things.
Yeah.
So
Well, in Southern Baptist in Texas, we're in Arizona, for those of you who do not know. There's a different denomination, I'll be nice, that kind of rules Arizona. Well, Southern Baptists rule Texas. Just saying. So I understand where that's coming from.
Yeah. The Oklahoma, Arkansas. Yeah.
Yep, that too. They're all very close to each other.
It's all that Bible Belt.
Yep.
All that Bible Belt. I just forwarded the link.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't think about that. But yeah, that's it. You know, I grew up in California. I grew up in the Bay Area, and then migrated all over California. And then I migrated down to the Paso Robles, Atascadero area. And that's where I spent my 20s and a little bit of my 30s. And then I moved to Arizona in my 30s with my 2 small kids. But
wow. And they're not small anymore.
No. Haley is 23. She just got married in August, and Peyton just turned 25 in November. So they're grown-ass humans now.
Yes, and I'm surprised Mr. Lewis is not here yet.
Mr. Lewis, that grown-ass man.
Yep.
Oh my God, Lewis. One of my favorite people.
So you've been through a lot, not just the spiritual stuff, but dealing with, and I know you help a lot of people out who have been through relationship problems, dealing with a certain type of individuals. So can you, whatever you feel comfortable with.
So I am a survivor of a narcissistic parent. That also is probably why so when you are born with that type of parent or person in your life, you develop skills that are similar to empathy, but then you have true empaths. I happen to be both, unfortunately. Hold on, my coworker's coming in. She's trying to be quiet. She's sneaking in. She's like, so I have, both of that. So as an empath, we are very people that, love to help, love to be there. We feel that one of the reasons why we stay in relationships longer than we need to be staying in relationships is because we're like, oh, they're going to hurt. And we feel it. We feel it. And then we don't want to hurt. We're already hurting. And so it's like kind of taking that on. So we tend to attract people who have either are narcissists or have narcissistic tendencies or personality disorder. Everybody has a little bit of narcissism in them, just so y'all know. Don't think that we're all special. So being a person that was raised with narcissistic people and then dating somebody that was a heavy narcissistic person, like should have been in therapy, narcissistic person. That's kind of in the timeline that I met Julie and started going to classes and meeting everybody. And this family is what helped me pull myself out of it and realize this is a pattern and it's a toxic pattern. Although I had already been with people that were abusive, like physically abusive. So I am always willing to talk to somebody about survival. Like my daughter put it in perspective with me. She lived in Arkansas, and she was dating some guy on the basketball team for the college out in Arkansas. And the guy, lots and lots of money, beautiful house, and he didn't want people to know where she was at. So she had her Snapchat on with the tracker, because it's something that her and I used to do. And he found out and he got really mad, and he said, "You don't understand." She said, "You don't understand. My mom is a survivor of attempted murder in her life. So this is a safety thing." And it was my daughter who put that in a perspective that I could understand it better, because I never thought of it like that. So we do put ourselves in situations. So I'm always here to talk to people about, survival and how we kind of numb it out. I did get some help and some therapy for my narcissistic relationship. Best thing I ever did for myself. Not sure if we could talk about it on here, but I did a ketamine therapy. It was fantastic therapy for helping me rewire my brain that those narcissists, screwed up my brain. So really happy to talk to people about that.
And her email is on the description. It is right below her as well. And use those. Her website is currently
Wonky.
wonky. Yes, I like that. I was not going to say a negative thing. So give her a day or so if you want to get in touch with her that way. But her phone number is there and her email is there. Okay. Because that came directly from her website when it was up. Run it. And so I want to make sure that you guys know that she is available to talk to, whatever, get a hold of her, because she has been through a lot of things, and that some of us are going through, but some of us need to help others. So get the information from her. But the main thing with you right now and what you've learned to do, you were telling me a story about when you were 17. Can you explain the
When
17-year-old?
I learned how to do cards.
When you were given your first deck.
My first deck. My first deck was a Rider-Waite deck. It was given to me by a man named Steve, who I met when I was 15. We were good friends. Steve practiced, he practiced necromancy at the time, and it got out of control for him, and he backed away because you don't know what you're doing and you're messing with things that you shouldn't be messing with. That is not one to mess with. Educate yourself. But it got out of control, and then he backed off of it, and he said, "Here, I want to give you these cards." Now, he gave me the cards. They were beautiful. I could read them very easily. I had them for years and years and years. And then I started having some negative effects from the cards. So I took measures to remove those cards out of my life, and also make sure those cards that particular deck didn't move on to anybody else. Come to find out that they were the cards that he used in his practice, and he had thought that he had cleaned them thoroughly. But again, if you don't know what you're doing, ask for help. Ask other people. Go to other people. They might have more knowledge. He was young. He was 17 also. He was just playing in things that he probably shouldn't have been playing with. So I did not read cards again for many, many years.
Well, I wanted to put this up because this is a community.
Do you love our hair? I just colored it again.
I had to put that up there in case you didn't see it.
I don't see any of the chat. That's kind of funny.
Which is weird. Hold on.
Now I see it. Hold on.
Okay, now you see it.
Now I got it. Yes.
Good. I could put it in, but it makes us smaller. So
no, I'm like, where is all the chat?
And but you took to reading pretty easily.
Yeah.
And now you do readings again, but of decks that you pick
Mm-hmm.
and you
Or I have
consecrate or
people that give me decks,
Mhm.
but I know them. I mean, and I don't get me wrong, I knew Steve. I just didn't know that that was the deck that he was using for
for
that at the time.
negativity.
But have had decks gifted to me by people. I've gone to I there's Blue Lotus or Purple Lotus. That
Purple Lotus, yes.
I love Purple Lotus. It's a great organization. They used to do, I don't know if they're still doing them, but they would do dinners at the
Oh.
Blackberry in Mesa.
Oh, I don't know about that one. Okay.
Yeah, so they would do dinners, and it was like once a month on Tuesdays, the first Tuesday of the month. It was a great place. Love these people. So you just everybody come together. They would bring decks out, and we would all practice. It was a great organization to practice. Yes, we are coming back on Sundays. And after the dinner, this lady walks up to me and she said, I got this. I ordered a bunch of decks. This was an extra deck. It's an Oracle deck. I don't do Oracle. I have no idea, but I met you. Something told me to bring me this deck tonight, and I met you and saw you. This deck is for you. And great person. So now I still have as my first Oracle deck. So I still have the Oracle deck, still a beautiful deck, but normally, yes, I pick my own decks, or my friends will buy me a deck.
But you still will sage them or
I do everything.
cleanse them.
I cleanse them, sage them, smoke them, incense them, crystal them. Sometimes, depending on the deck, I will bury them in salt.
Wow. Okay. And thank you for that, Angie, for sharing. What was that thing? But you don't stop at the regular tarot or oracle decks, do you?
Yeah. No. I took this class. I took a class on voodoo, on the history of voodoo. It was an amazing class. And then right after I took the class on voodoo, I took a class on hoodoo. And in the hoodoo class, I learned how to read playing cards. So I picked it up, absolutely loved it, and I just kept going. So now I'm working on getting a Lemurian deck, which is a huge taking. So
Okay.
I'm waiting for that deck to come in, but it's kind of a mix between playing and tarot cards. It was created in France, and you lay them out and you tell a story, but I'm waiting to get my deck. I've ordered it, and I'm just kind of waiting because, gosh knows I need to put more stuff on my plate.
Well, you mentioned voodoo and hoodoo. Could you please explain that to everyone here?
Voodoo is a religion. Hoodoo is folk magic. And a lot of people right now, there's a lot of racial controversy saying that if you are of light complected, you should not be doing hoodoo. But if you look up the history of hoodoo, it is from the Irish, the Norwegian, anybody that came over from Europe into the United States. So don't forget the Irish people, they were also enslaved.
Yes.
So in combining with the African slaves and the Irish slaves and all of the other different cultures, and you didn't have the items, let's say you needed a specific type of moss from Ireland and you didn't have it, but you can get the moss out of the trees in New Orleans. You were pulling what you could. That is a folk magic. So it's a combination of all the magics. Again, there's so much controversy because of all the race hate right now. It's really sad that because hoodoo is also a Christian based. They read things out of Psalms. If you go to Psalms, most of your spells are in the Bible.
Mhm.
Voodoo is a religion, and what happened there is that when the Spaniards and the Europeans came out into Africa and they enslaved people there, they said, you will change from your religion to our religion. So the Africans then made the Oasis. So if you have an Oasia, it usually correlates with a saint. in the Catholic Church. So hoodoo is more of a Christian based. Voodoo is more Catholicism and being forced to change it. This and hoodoo was a change out of necessity. Stuff for hoodoo, because it is folk magic, is if you see horseshoes above doorways,
Yes.
that's folk magic. When you walk around and be like, find a penny, pick it up, and all day long you have good luck. That is folk magic. I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me, sticks to you. That's folk magic. So there's a difference between the two. So,
And
but there's a lot of race hate for it right now.
yeah, we're all one, people. Oneness is the thing. So
Another very important thing to remember about voodoo is you're invited in. So my class for voodoo was a history on voodoo. Didn't teach me anything about voodoo. I have never been invited to learn voodoo. You have to be invited. You have to have an oasia, somebody in the church, in their organization to invite you in to teach you hoodoo. Do I know hoodoo or voodoo practitioners? Absolutely. Do I practice the same stuff they do? I do not. Do I respect what they have? Yes, I do. Am I afraid of it? No, I am not. Because it's education. Just same like Santeria. What are some of the other ones? Oh, I had it. Um, but all the Latin ones, the Santeria, oh my gosh, there's so many. But those two are more religious based. I'll get them.
yeah,
The names will come to me.
yeah. And there's a lot of things showing coexisting signs and flags that say coexisting. To me, respecting other cultures, other ways of life is very important. I've been celebrating other people's cultures all my life. I really appreciate them and I learned so much from them. And like you said, you started out with history and you do have a couple degrees too. Are any of them in history or is it
No, my degree is in math and science.
math and science, people? Math and science. And here she is with
Yeah,
this. But you're also certified, and we already discussed the certification deal, but you're certified herbalist. Is that right?
I am a certified in plant medicine.
Plant medicine. Okay. I
Plant
thought it
medicine.
said herbalist, but okay.
No, it says
Herbalist.
plant medicine.
Okay.
Um, herbalist maybe down the road a bit.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just starting to go to ASU for project management to get my money maker, making more money. But my herbalist is a fun side hustle, I like to call it.
And you make your own teas.
I do. I have my own apothecary. I have well over 300 herbs, seeds, roots, stuff. Found a snake skin. It's in my stuff out in Kansas City in the backyard. So it's in my stuff because you
Oh,
never know if
wow.
you need a snake skin. Your folk magic.
Yeah. And you do the tea a lot of the times. You do it intuitively for that
Yes.
particular person.
Yes. So I'm going to throw somebody under the bus. He was my very first client. He is a grown ass man. He may or may not be in this right now, but this grown ass man calls me and says, I really like a tea for meditation, getting closer to source. So as I'm talking to him, I get downloads. And while I'm putting together a meditation tea, some chamomile, lavender, some blue lotus, some other things in there, I'm getting told to put an herb in there called calendula or calendula, whatever you want to call it. I don't fucking care. Pecan, tomato, whatever. And I stopped because that has nothing to do with meditation. And I asked him, do you have something going on with your skin? And he goes, yeah, I got a heat rash right now and I'm going to go to the doctor. And I said, okay, that explains why I'm getting asked to put this into your tea. It has nothing to do with meditation, but it helps build your skin back up. So he used it and he said, thank you so much, because it really, really worked well for him. And it's stuff like that. Like another time, Angie was making her a tea for sleep, and I asked her, I said, you got some other things going on down in the girly places? And she's like, yeah, I do. And I said, I'm going to make you this tea. So I made her a tea to help her with her, female menstruations. And it's just, she never talked to me. I mean, we're close friends, but not all women talk about their cycles, you know? So, because one, that's a shadow. We're all taught, don't talk about your cycles. That's a shadow thing. And where I'm just like, whatever. But it was just something that came to me and said, hey, we need to get her help with this. So yes, they are intuitively. Now I do make some that are just commercial, I'd like to say, like standard ones. Like I have an immunity tea, I have a fever tea, I have a headache tea that is just the same thing, that you can pick it up, and that formula doesn't change.
Yeah. And your brain fog tea,
Yes, my brain fog tea.
your meditation teas, anything you said the other day that anything with blue lotus?
Blue lotus I usually use for meditation, and the Khalil, which is called the Mexican dreamweed, I use that for meditation. I did start a PCOS tea about a year and a half ago, and I have a lot of success with it. Now, PCOS is a pretty debilitating thing for women to go through. This tea is not a cure at all. It will not cure you. I cannot cure you, but I can at least make your symptoms feel better. So I have a couple very regular clients who purchase that because it helps reduce their symptoms. PCOS is debilitating.
Imagine. And for those that don't know what you're talking about, PCOS, could you please explain that a little bit?
It's a
As much as
polycystic ovarian disease where you grow cysts on your ovaries. It has to do with hormones in your body. I don't have it, so I'm not familiar with the symptoms or anything that anybody goes through, but I've had women come to me. I've done research and I've put together a formula, and everybody that uses it loves it. I have one lady, because it has cinnamon in it. She's willing to take Benadryl to drink this tea with the cinnamon. I was like, I'll just take the cinnamon out. I mean, I just don't want you to Benadryl yourself up for cinnamon.
right,
But she's just like, it has changed her life. I mean, she's able to, because I guess, not being a clinician, that it affects everything in your body. Like you're fatigued, you're bloated, you're, nauseous, you're just, imagine your cycle times 1,000. It used to be, what was that one that we'd get premenopausal PMS?
yeah.
So you have PMS and then you have PCOS. It's like, so the tea actually works for both. Actually, I have people that are in menopause, they drink it too. Go ahead.
Well, you will do tea for anyone who gets a hold of you.
Mm-hmm. And if I can't make the formula, if I can't find out the formula or figure something out, then I'm like, I can't do it. And then to me, it's also very important that you have a conversation with your physician, know what medications you're taking, because herbs can interfere with your medications and your medications can interfere with herbs. So that is super duper important. 90% of the stuff that I use is very benign, but you can't use, like if you take blood pressure medication, there's some herbs that you can't take. So you have to be aware of that.
Well, and I just saw Letty's chat. She says, Angie, I miss your readings. Well, Angie and Sheri will be doing Sundays. Sorry, again. So you can do that. But remember, Angie, are you guys on tonight? Because it is Wednesday night tonight. And that usually means Dawn and Angie.
Angie.
Yeah. Yeah. So look at that. And I know you've helped so many people out with the tea. And every once in a while, you let us know that you having a terrible headache or something. And it's like, did you take your tea?
I know.
I'm always asking.
Yeah. Yes, I drink my own tea. Yeah.
Well, the other thing is you have food allergies, a
Oh,
lot,
a lot of food allergies.
and you do your best to get around them without making yourself miserable
Yep.
on both sides.
Yep.
So I think that one of the reasons you do so well with plant medicine is because of all the things you have physically gone through.
Yeah. So one of my favorite herbs to work with is mullein. Because I mean, I know this is awful. I love to see when people are sick and then they drink my mucus tea and then they call me and go, "You didn't tell me everything was coming out of every orifice." And I was like, yeah. But for me, when I use mullein, I glove up anyway, but I have to glove up and then I have to shower after I use the mullein and wash the clothes that I'm in because I'm like this. And people go, "Well, why do you keep using it?" And I'm like, because it helps other people. Because it absolutely helps other people. And I like to drink mullein, and when I drink it, I'm fine. It's just, but when you're sick and you can drink some mullein tea and you want to get all this out, which is the season, mullein's like the best for that. And you, it's just a beautiful, beautiful herb.
Yeah. And you have sent me to different stores that have uh, great products. And
Yes.
one of them was Take Your Vitamins, I think. I think that's the name of it. Take Your Vitamins.
Oh, the Southwest herbs
No,
or
this is the one on Gilbert.
an Alma school.
No, it's on Gilbert.
Oh, it's the little yellow
Yeah,
house.
yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I moved from the East Valley. It's just all a blur now.
She forgot it now.
Yeah, I've been
It
gone
was
2 months.
it was very close to her other home too, just so you know.
Yeah. That's a
But
cute shop. That's
yeah, it
that's a
is really
cute
cute.
shop.
And she's very nice, very knowledgeable. I finally get to see the owner. She's been having assistance, and I didn't realize that she had a terrible accident in 24.
Yeah.
And she's healed and she does a great job. And she was the one who told me because I heard mullein all the time. And I didn't
Mhm.
get a hold of you. I should have, but I knew you were transitioning uh, domiciles. I don't know why they're telling me to say those words, but okay. Anyway, they the mucus and the mullein, because I was so afraid to use mullein because I'm hearing all these terrible things that itchy and am I going to have a terrible reaction? And at first I was told yes, but they're saying no, mullein is the best, and I didn't know if I wanted tea or how I wanted it. And then I went in there and I said, "Well, what do you say?" And she suggested the capsule at
Mhm.
first. But then she says, I told her, I said, "I'd rather have liquid." And she goes, "Well, a tincture." She had one bottle left. I go, "Well, thanks for saving that for me." You know?
Yes.
So, do you do any of the tinctures and the tonics?
I do have tinctures. Like right now, I have a tincture of mother's wort. Mother's wort's very good for anxiety. Tastes like crap. I am not going to lie to you and tell you it tastes good. But so I have stuff going, but tinctures do take a little bit longer. They take 4 to 6 weeks. Um, I also do crazy things. Like I have a tincture of vanilla bean going on right now, and I've had it for a year. So I just poured off that, but I do have stuff. I have some lemongrass tincture. I go to when I go visit my daughter in Missouri. She has dandelions all in her front yard, and I will pick as many dandelions as I can because she doesn't spray. And I'll pick as many as I can, and I'll save them in the freezer, and I'll tincture off of those. Echinacea, I have a tincture of echinacea, always going, always, always, always. One, I have allergies. My allergies are very bad, almost to a point where it's an autoimmune deficiency. I get shots, but I still take my echinacea every day, twice a day, to help keep my immune system up. So yes, if you want a tincture, I can do a tincture. If I don't have it made in stock, I will make it. However, I can also send you places. If I have something that I can make you, but I know that Billy Joe Jim Bob over here has the same thing, is going to give you a better price, and it's going to be a good deal for you, I'm going to send you somewhere else, because that's how we keep each other going in small business. It's like Southwest Herbs has a fantastic detox tea, and every allergy season, even though I make a liver detox tea, every allergy season, I would prefer to go to Southwest Herbs, get their 30-day liver detox tea, and take that and start my allergy season, which is 365, but that helps.
Yeah. And
Yes. And
she's
with
in
your
Missouri as well.
dandelions,
Yeah.
yes, they have dandelions are everywhere. And I'm not going to go out there this dandelion season. I'm going out in August, so I'm a little sad about that. But you can even take your dandelion leaves and make a pesto out of them. Oh my God, it's so good. Dandelion pesto, so good.
But there's different tastes to the dandelions depending on the shape of the leaf. Is that correct? Can you explain that?
No, I can't.
You can't. Then I will.
Then you do.
Okay. The pointed dandelion leaves are bitter. The rounded dandelion leaves are a little sweeter.
Is that because they're more of a male?
I think so. Male
Okay.
versus female. Yes. And
I'm sorry, I'll taste good.
And you can have dandelion greens in your salads. They work very
Absolutely.
well.
I just
But
went
again,
and bought greens for the new year, like your black-eyed peas and greens. Tell me your family's from South
yeah.
without telling me your family's from South. So I bought my greens and my black-eyed peas at Fry's, and they had dandelion greens. And I was like, oh, heck yeah. So I got some collards and some mustards and some dandelion greens.
Wow. That's very Southern. Very Southern.
What, the black-eyed pea? Well, tell me your family's from South.
Black-eyed peas. Yeah. My mom would say, yes, I know the ritual about black-eyed peas and ham hocks on
New Year's Day.
New Year's Day. However, she would tell us, you know what we did at the farm with the black-eyed peas? They would be fed to the pigs. We never ate them. It's like, oh well.
Yeah, they don't taste. I don't like the way they taste.
No.
It's such a tradition.
Yeah. And they're chalky,
Yeah.
texture wise. So
Yeah.
To me, they're sort of like lima beans, but not as bad.
I love lima beans.
You like them?
I do.
Never did. Okay, so we're talking about a whole lot of things here. And mullein. Now, do you do a mullein tincture at all?
I have in the past. I've had an order for that. I've had mullein and garlic for dog's ears to help with the yeast in the dog's ears. So I've made that for somebody. Yeah.
So if anybody's having problems with their dog's ears and stuff, and you would like to get some, you probably need to order it like last year in order to get it.
Yes.
I want round leaves. Yes, you want round leaves.
Yeah. See, I like bitter stuff, so that one doesn't bother me.
Well, and pesto can be bitter and sweet. It just depends on what you like. Yeah. And you add it to garlic and Parmesan. Usually for pesto.
Don't put that in your dog's ears.
Don't put that in, yeah. But if you add, garlic is not good for dogs. Pepper is not good for dogs. There's a lot of things that aren't good for dogs. That
Grapes,
grapes,
raisins,
and
chocolate.
we're told that, oh, let's make a prime rib for Christmas dinner, and so you put all the spices on it. Um, if you do want to make bone in, take the bones out of it, put them aside. Do not cook them with all the spices on them so you can give them to your dogs, because you should not give them to your dogs with all the spices. It hurts your dogs.
It's bad for your doggy.
Yeah. And I just want to remind everybody of that because I learned the hard way. Anyway, can't wait getting my herbs enrolling at the moment, rosemary and basil and many more. And I don't know if you remember Victor, Miss Sherry, but he is from Sweden. It's been a while for you, so
Yeah, no,
so welcome in, Victor.
I've been
And
busy.
hmm,
I said I've been busy.
just a little bit. And you're still unpacking, right?
I am 99% done. I have three, two, three small boxes, one medium box. Mostly that's office stuff, but all of my apothecary is unpacked. It's just unorganized.
And you said you needed to do an inventory.
I do need to do an inventory. I'm all, and Megan was over on Saturday or Sunday, and she's like, well, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I still need to unpack before I go through all of this. And she's like, this is a big thing. She's like, it's a lot. I go, yeah, it's a lot. Because not only do I have what I have collected, my mentor, Karma, decided to travel, and she called me and she goes, I don't trust anybody but you. Do you want my apothecary? So I ended up with hers, and I've done a lot of purging on it because there's a lot of things that were like can be toxic or poisonous, and some of her stuff was not labeled. So if it wasn't labeled, I couldn't. I'm like, I'm not smelling it. I'm not touching it. I'm not tasting it. I'm not nothing because I love her to death. I have things in my apothecary that are toxic as well, but you cannot mess with that stuff. So
Right.
just all went out.
And what did you do with those? Did you put them in the trash or did you put them in the ground?
I bagged them in a biohazard bags,
Oh, okay. Just want to check.
and yeah, bagged them in biohazard bags, and then took them to. I have a friend at the fire department, and
Oh,
explained
okay.
and explained it.
Yes.
Because I'm like, I don't know what it is, so I don't want anybody to get sick. I don't want a cat or an animal or a bird or
Beautiful.
critters, raccoons. We have coyotes in our. I just don't want anybody to get sick. I don't want a kid to get in the trash can and get it. You just have to be careful.
Right.
Like we have oleander everywhere, right? Oleander is very toxic,
Very toxic.
and um, people wouldn't think of that, throwing it in the trash can and then kids picking it up and roasting their marshmallows on it. They're gonna get sick.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that. And thank you for um, mentioning the fire department because they're there for a reason and not just to fight fires, but they have the means to dispose of things that. Now, I don't want you taking all your hazardous waste there, but
No,
bio,
mine were like jars.
right.
Yeah, of
So
powders and this. I
more
mean,
natural.
there was a one that said Buckeye. Well, Buckeye, I know the Buckeyes are toxic, so it had a label. I was good with it.
And you knew
Depends
what
on
to
which
do with
Buckeye.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now, I
and she's
just recently got rid of a bunch of old teas in my.
yeah, as you should.
Yeah. And if you have a bag of something old and you smell it and it smells like dirt, like you were talking about, um, and just doesn't smell good, there's mustiness to it or just dust, get rid of it. And if you know what it is very helpful to the garden as long as it's not toxic. And I don't have anything in my house that is toxic. I have all
I do.
herbs and fresh and
Don't piss me
good stuff.
off.
Hmm?
I said, oh,
Well,
I do. And don't
yes.
piss me off.
Yeah. And we've talked about hoodoo and voodoo.
Mhm.
So is there anything else you work with that you want to share as far as?
So I do natural magic, mostly hoodoo because I'm very folk magic. I don't particularly use the Bible um, or Psalms with that, but I don't like to label what witchcraft is or how people, I'm a green witch, I'm a kitchen witch, and be proud of that. That's what you feel that you are, then be proud of that. I just hate to see people pigeon toe themselves, like actors. They get they're in one role for so many years, and then when that series ends or that season ends or whatever ends, they have a hard time getting other roles. So if you sit there and say, I'm this, then you're only going to be this. But if you allow yourself that opportunity to expand out and not put that label on yourself or allow other people to put the labels on yourself, then you expand. But I'm a witch. That's it. I just do what I do, how I do it, works for me. I'm not a ritualistic kind of person. I have done things ritualistically, but as Julie and I have mentioned before, when I have gone and taken classes, my instructors have said it's not like I'm teaching you anything you don't already know. It's just opening up your brain waves and allowing that knowledge to come out.
And you have told us different rituals for the beginning of the month and stuff like that.
Yes.
And burning cinnamon sticks, blowing cinnamon into the house
Threshold. Yep.
threshold, um, sweeping. And I know you don't do the left to right, sweeping away the old salt and putting new salt down. And
Yes.
one of my favorite ones is washing the front door with peppermint tea or just essential oil in warm water.
Yep.
And it really helps. It does. Excuse me, I'm getting.
So don't forget your back doors too.
Yeah.
So you want
I only have one door, so I'm
Yeah.
good.
So you want your stuff to come in, but you don't want it to escape out your back door. So don't
Right.
forget your back door. And a lot of people like to blow the cinnamon in. I got cats
Oh,
and I had dogs, and if they walk, cinnamon is a hot spice. So if they walk and they get the cinnamon and they lick, and
yeah.
I don't know how they're going to react. I mean, it's not that it's a bad herb for them. So I prefer to take a cinnamon stick, light it on fire because I love everything on fire,
Oh, yes.
and sponge my house with the cinnamon stick as opposed to blowing it in.
Yeah. And you do the cinnamon a lot. And you say you don't have to do it just one day a month.
Oh,
You do it
do
all
it.
the time.
I do it all the time. I do it all. I put on makeup. I haven't put on makeup in a month, but I put makeup on color wise to pull in what I want. So money, right? I don't particularly wear green makeup because it just makes me look like I got punched in the face, but I'll wear gold or yellow to pull in the money.
Yeah.
Um,
And you see the colors that she's wearing today? And to me, one of them is cinnamon and the other one is gold. I don't know
yeah,
if that is what you chose,
it's
but
it's yeah, they're orange,
yeah.
orange and yellows. Yeah.
Yeah.
To help keep, fire things up. And I was half asleep. I got up and I was like, oh yeah, 7 o'clock. I gotta call Julie. I had a long day yesterday.
Yeah. And what was I going to say? The colors, something about, and she is a fire sign. I'm a fire sign. So when she talks about fire, yes, fire is very important to those of us who are fire signs and
Catch up.
burning. Yeah. Now,
Everything.
have you used frankincense in any of your?
Frankincense, you can eat it,
I just was told that recently.
and it's very good for muscle cramps.
Oh,
So yes, I use frankincense. In fact, because I have cats, and I don't want my house to smell like cats, I run a diffuser, and right now my diffuser has frankincense and lemongrass.
Oh, wow.
Couple, there's reasons behind it, but it smells good.
Yeah, it does smell very good. Now I also go to another store that you recommended, which is Dragon Star.
I
The one that
love
gives
Jane.
Jane gives the best hugs.
She does.
Yeah. And we were
I,
talking about three different stores so far. We were talking about Southwest Herbs. We were talking about Take Your Vitamins, and then Dragon Star. Now, all of these are in the East Valley. Now, Sherry has just moved to the West, so she's going to be finding all these new stores
hopefully,
and different
please.
places to go to. And if you're in the West Valley and you know of a bulk herb store, please get a hold of Sherry,
Yeah,
because we're a community. And the more we know about other people's businesses, the more we can support them as well, because that's very important. That's one of the reasons I want all of you to meet Sherry. She has so much knowledge that she doesn't even know of. But in the knowledge that has been brought forward has been very helpful to me and to our community. So I hope you take her information. And if it doesn't resonate, that's fine, leave it. But if it
leave it.
resonates, please follow through and
Oh
follow
yeah,
her advice. It won't hurt.
yeah. I've asked to teach a class, and I taught a class on ethics, and not a lot of
Yes.
people like that.
No, they didn't.
And I'll be very honest. I guess I consider myself I'll do what I need to do. And I have clients that will come to me and say, "Can you put a hex on Mary Jane Rottencrotch?" And I'm like, "Sure, I can. I am capable of it. But let's talk about the karmic consequences that you will deal with, not me, but you will deal with." So I'm not afraid to walk down that path of darkness, because you cannot have light without the dark. You cannot have it. So I'm not one of those, like, what do they call it, toxic positivity. Toxic, yeah. I'm not that person. I can sling in the mud, and I don't care about slinging in the mud. But I don't know where I got off on that, but um yeah. So you have to have that balance, but remember that there is a karmic cost to everything.
Yeah.
To everything. So if Julie was to give me a reading and I don't pay her, Julie wouldn't charge me, but if I don't pay her or repay her in some kind of kindness, then you damn bet that the universe will come back. So we're all, even though we're all here and we're a family together, you can't use each other like that. You
I
just,
thank you for that.
you just can't.
Right.
Don't do it. But
Well,
we were talking about ethics.
yeah.
So although I am a person that will dance in the dark and be comfortable there, um, there are certain things, like I was telling you, I had a client that said, "Can you help this person who has a narcissistic partner and they need to get away from the narcissistic partner? They're my best friend." Well, it turns out he had a crush on her, and I said, "So you're going to benefit. You're going to benefit. So where's your karmic cost?" So after talking him through the whole thing, he decided that's not what he wanted to do. So you gotta understand that I could do it. I'm happy to do it. I find it fun, but at what cost?
Right. And you have also, besides the ethics, you have also talked to us about one line: do no harm.
Do no harm and take no shit. Do no harm and take no shit. Yes.
So, and to me, that's important. A lot of people think of witches as bad because of the programming, conditioning, and domestication we've been dealing with all of our lives, which is
Mhm.
all lies, people, lies. And Friday the 13th is supposed to be a horrible day. That is the most feminine day you can be
You know,
in.
Valentine's Day is the most horrible day, like technically speaking.
Yeah.
If you look at the history of Valentine's Day
Yes.
and then you put it into what we've done to it, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd just rather not. Thank you
Right.
for not.
Yeah. And it has nothing to do with femininity or witches. What they've done, like you said,
To
for
Friday the
Valentine's.
13th.
Yeah. But Friday the 13th is Friday is Freya. And I
Mm-hmm.
know Christians don't believe in gods and goddesses, but whether you believe or not, I mean, you if you those of you who believe in Jesus believe that other people lived on this planet too. Odin, Freya, Isis, they were actually alive. Society, yes, society has made witches bad, and definitely
Well, I think it's very interesting that all of our days of the week are named after a deity.
yes,
Every single one,
and
whether it's Roman, Norse, or Greek.
right, and most of them are Norse
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know if that's because of the English, because Latin, of course, is the planets.
Mm-hmm.
Lunes, martes, miércoles. That's Spanish, and that's the moon. Martes, Mars, miércoles, Mercury.
That's
So they're all named after something else. And one is planets and the other is gods and goddesses. Depends on which language and which culture you grew up in.
yeah.
Obviously. Yeah.
So yeah, my daughter's in Kansas City, and when I go visit her in Kansas City, I'd ferret out all of the herb stores and all of the different stores. And there's a store, I think it's up on Oak in Gladstone, and it's a crystal shop, and they have kitties running around, and those kitties will come and give you kisses.
Oh,
One of them wants to jump up and right on your shoulder. So I don't know where you're at in Missouri, but
yeah. I don't know where Katie is. I've always
she's talking
wondered.
about being in the Bible Belt.
Yeah. Yes. Being good. Yeah. And again, Katie, please get a hold of my son. Please get a hold of me so you can get a hold of my son. I might just send you his information. He said I could. So, um, she's doing things in Missouri with houses, and my son does that too. He's a little further away from your from Kansas City, but he'll do what he needs to do, obviously, to help people out. And he understands what I'm doing here. And he even told his father that I'm doing good at this as far as helping people out. And so his father is thinking that it's not woo woo anymore, and maybe I'll listen. Him
Oh,
listening to me? Yeah.
nice. Okay.
That'll be a big deal for next to listen to you.
People are gonna listen.
Okay. So let's see. So the crystal store, and I wrote it down in case I'm going through Kansas
Ever in
City.
Gladstone?
Yeah. Yeah. Because my two sons, one's in South Dakota and one is in the St. Louis side of Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
So the middle ground is Kansas City.
Aha.
So we might have to meet
Kansas
up there.
City's beautiful.
Yeah. It is huge, people. It is really huge.
The freeways are just,
Yes. Yep.
yeah.
It is crazy. I used to live in Wichita. That's the closest
Yeah.
family in there.
My
But
my daughter's in North Kansas City out by Gladstone, which
oh,
there's a town out there named Avondale.
they have one too?
Yeah, they have one too.
Now I heard in Avondale, I was told by people that your spiritual place of wisdom or a spiritual place of wisdom that you cannot do readings in Avondale. Did
In
you know?
Avondale?
Yeah, it's
Good
against
thing I live
law.
in Tolleson.
Huh?
So it's a good thing I live in Tolleson.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'll have to check that out because, like, I'm in Avondale right now and I've done readings out of this office. But for the office people that work here, I don't charge them though. But
But exchange in energy, one way
yes,
or
I got a
another.
chiropractic adjustment
Oh, that's good. That's
and a
excellent.
charcuterie board for another one. So
Wow, I love it. I'm closer to Arkansas. I'm sorry, I will not call it the other word. I lived in Wichita. We don't call it the other word. And I know you it's illegal to say not pronounce it the way the other people in Arkansas pronounce it. Okay, anyway, and Oklahoma, then I am to KC or St. Louis. Yeah, but if you're Oklahoma and Arkansas, you're still closer to KC than St. Louis. It's just because you're on that side.
are you down by that amusement park that's out there? There's some kind of amusement park in South Missouri.
It's not Branson, is it?
Oh, I have no idea. I saw it on a video somewhere and I told my daughter, that's where we're going.
Have you heard of Branson?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, sorry, I didn't take a break. Did you want to go get your cards?
Yep. I'll go get my cards.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break and she'll be back for reading. So if you want a reading, please put it in quickly. All right. Okay, she isn't back quite yet, but she's on her way. I have Katie and Victor wanting readings. So, Paula, are you still here? Davy, are you still here? I'm going through the list, see what we got. Debbie, are you still here? Miss Debbie Ross, weren't you out here recently, Debbie? Anyway, let's see. Wow, back and forth, back and forth. Vladimir, if you would like a reading. Letty, yes, you already said that you missed reading, so I'm going to go ahead and put you on. If you're still here, let me know. And wait a minute. Do we have two different Lettys? No, that's a Letty. Okay, and Carrie, Brittany, are you guys here still? Please let me know. Going through the list. Miss A5 says is in the house, hopefully still. And again, if you don't ask for reading, she will not read you. Ethics again. So if you do want the reading, please put that in as soon as possible so that when she gets back, we're ready to go. Hello, Miss Linda. Yes, she does remember meeting you. We talked about it today. And yeah, and you are on the list. So Inner Light Healing 77. Now she does Reiki. So and she's in Mesa currently. Oh, 5 more minutes or so. Oh, okay. She said, sorry, coworker's still on the phone with legal team. 5 more minutes or so. Okay. So she will be back in a few minutes. We might be able to do a little bit longer today. I don't know, depending on what's going on. But yeah, Sheri will be right back. She has to stay off until the phone call is ended. Okay. So we've got all that. And Linda, were you the one who told me about the crystals and cats or something and at Gilbert and Southern in Mesa? I don't remember. I must have gotten it from you. Were you looking at that place? I told you this morning. Told me this morning. Yeah, you did. But I don't know who told me about it. Sheri, because you said I sent it to you. So I thought it was Linda who told me about it. Because she has a practice within the area, at least she did before, the Reiki practice. And there's something I just thought about. Um, Somewhere I wanted you to get a hold of, Miss Linda, but I'll touch base with you later. I knew about them prior to. Okay, yeah, you did. That's true. Okay. I've got te- text messaging from Sheri currently, and then, of course, what's going on in the chat. All right. Since we have oh, there's Paula. Welcome in. Okay, I got you on the list for reading. Oh, it wasn't you. Okay. All right. I must have driven by it or something. Okay, because I was in the area looking for you. Okay. Let's see. All right. Oh, I don't have the flyer up yet, but want to remind you that what day is it? I gotta find it. That Don and Susan will be oh will be at uh, Phoenix Rising Spiritual Church or Rising Phoenix Spiritual Church on. Let me get that real quick. Not even on Facebook right now. They will be talking about their book, Mediums. Okay. And they will have both of them, the Spanish and the English version, with them. Yes, I've got you on that for reading. Back and forth, dealing with 3 different tranquilities. Technical stuff. Oh, while I'm here, for those of you who missed us yesterday because we weren't there, we will be on next Tuesday morning. I will be back with Scott on Friday. Angie, are you still here? If so, please let me know if you are coming on tonight with Dawn. And Dawn, if you stop by, please let us know. I'm not sure if Dawn's going to go live tomorrow morning with Shauna. Shauna mentioned they would probably start up again this year. And hopefully we'll have our first Sunday afternoon with Sheri and Angie this coming Sunday. I'm so looking forward to them being on again because I know we talked about witches, but the little bit of information that Sheri bestowed on us today is just a tip of the iceberg of the knowledge that she has, whether it's witches, natural stuff, plants. She has so much knowledge. As far as I know, we are going live tonight. Beautiful, beautiful. Love to see that. And I don't know if you'll be able to stay a little bit later, Sheri, to make up for this, but it worked out timing, perfect timing for your office. Yes, what? Yes, on. There she
Yes,
is.
I can stay a little bit longer.
Okay, good.
I work in a very small closed office space, and my beautiful coworker here, Anna, is only here on Wednesdays. And I swear to the all heavy toe pasta god, whatever, that this was supposed to happen tomorrow, and I am working from home tomorrow, so it wasn't going to be a. So that was my bad, my mistake, all my ness.
Sheri and I will not be available this Sunday. We will start the following Sunday, the 16th. Yay!
Okay. I think that I will be live with Kristen on TikTok this Sunday
Oh, good.
night,
Night.
doing mediumship and card reading. So it's a little bit different, and it does cost. Um, that's Kristen's business, so she invites me into her business and help her with that. But she's an excellent, amazing reader and medium. Like, so if you can follow me on TikTok, which is just Sheri Beery, and you want to just join in, you don't have to buy anything. You could just watch. Just, we sit there and we do that. But
Hit the likes. I mean, hit the hearts so the hearts pop up. Yeah. And I loved her reading with Sheldon a couple weeks
I
ago.
missed it. Was that
Oh, well, you were in and out.
yeah, because I'm always in and out. Was that the did he do his mediumship, or did he do the Tree of Life reading?
He wasn't reading. She was reading him.
Right, she was reading him, but I don't know if she was doing a mediumship or a Tree of Life reading. Kristen also teaches classes, like
Yes, she does.
hedge witch classes, the Wheel of the Year classes, candle magic classes. She's got some baneful magic classes. Please, those are advanced classes, but she teaches classes. If you're ever interested, she's a really good friend of mine. She lives out in Wisconsin, and that's her business.
And Katie did want a reading, and so I pulled this up. When you are a witch and pull from all you know about a lot more than people realize. Yeah. Let's see.
I'm gonna break the law in Avondale, apparently.
Yep.
So, playing deck of cards.
Yes, and I love the fact that she does those. I gave you an old deck of cards.
I just unpacked all my cards, besides the ones that I carry with me, which is 1, 2, 3. I have 4 decks in here. Oh, there's my sunglasses. I think I have 6 playing decks of cards, and like 6 oracle decks and 25 decks. Oh yeah, and there's one that I carry in my purse all the time. So her name is Optimistic Chris. She may or may not be in this live. She says she's getting her coffee and getting ready to watch, but I couldn't connect. But I did send her the link. So, okay. But if you go to me, you can find her on TikTok. Yeah.
I will work on pulling her TikTok information up. Besides Chris,
Yes.
she's usually live. I mean,
Yes.
every time I go on, she's there.
Okay. Am I reading for Katie, you said?
Katie, yes.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Okie dokie. So, Katie, I had a card that fell out. Actually, two cards fell out of the deck, so I just shoved them back in. But the one card really super resonated with me, and it is the Jack of Spades. And the Jack of Spades tells me that there is a male energy or male person in your life at some point that was very deceptive, very conniving, very just an ugly person to you. And I want to tell you that I'm proud of you for working through that and getting past all of that. Um, I don't know if it's a brother or father figure, an uncle, or somebody that was close to you. So it was kind of hard to get away from it. But very, very proud of you for learning to cut those and valuing yourself. I just absolutely want to cry. Valuing yourself and who you are and not buying in and yeah, optimistic Chris and not really buying into that ugliness. I really need a tissue. This is really making me cry. Sometimes. And I don't know. I mean, I stuffed it back in my deck, but it was just like, no, no, you need to tell her this. So um, keep up the good work. Keep up that beauty that you've like. It's like there's a sidewalk or a bunch of dirt, whatever, and then here's this flower just pushing up through it and blooming. It's very beautiful. So you've worked a lot. Keep working. Don't give up. Old friend from high school. Yeah, I'm really sorry. Fucked you up. Fucked up a lot of stuff. Okay, but this is about. So you have the 5 of clubs. The clubs are about business, work. Um, Work doesn't necessarily have to be like your 9 to 5 every day. Work can be hobbies, things that you love to do. But this tells me that like your business and your work and stuff are going in a direction that you want them to go. 7 of clubs tells me that the clubs, I mean, I'm sorry, spades are like the death cards, like the end, the new beginning. So this one tells me that you've had a lot of struggles with this work, this money, this flow coming in. But your struggles will be ending. There's still stuff to get through, but it will be ending because then we see success again in business on the 7. We have 2 7s and the 5. So it shows me that you will have success with that. Do you like to bake? Is that a hobby for you? Because I keep seeing bread and baking. Don't know if it's a hobby, don't know if it's a job, but it's something that you enjoy. Yes, I work is going in a good direction. Awesome. But it's like something that you enjoy. And it's kind of on the outside and people love it. Like they love that you do that. So keep up that goodness. And I'm very, very, I'm working on my mediumship. Yeah, girl. Me too. Every day. Time. Um,
So Sunday will be very good for you to be a part of, Katie. And I want to remind everybody we are practicing Monday nights on the Tuesday night Zoom link. We are practicing mediumship on Mediumship Monday. So, and that will be from 6 to 8 as well. However, for those of you, we need sitters, and the sitters need to report at 6:45. Okay. We are not taking new people in the mediumship class currently until we finish it, and then we can start another one. But we're learning a lot, and coming in at 6:45, we will share some of that with you guys as well.
So you're getting a new stove and you're excited to bake again. I love that for you. I just started my second sourdough starter, so I get it. But I see that your work is going well, that all the fighting and the struggling and the clawing to get where you wanted to be, it's still there, but it's coming to an end, and that you will be, I'm not going to say you're going to be flowing in money, but those abundances will be coming in. And it's, I see, they're telling me 3-6, so that's like 3 to 6 months that you'll start getting those breaks. I hope that helps you. I'm one of those down and dirty, just fast. That's why I love these cards, because it's just down and dirty. It's fast. There's no like, oh, you see this small little kitten in the corner? I love those cards too. Don't get me wrong, because sometimes I get, that's why my other deck is out here, because sometimes I get told to read that deck. But this is just, it's down and dirty. It is what it is. And we just get it out. And it's what you need to hear, not what I want to tell you. Oh man,
the whole year.
Zanya, no, nothing.
And
no
she's
shepherds.
in Missouri in the wintertime.
Oh, girl. You know what I don't understand? I don't understand why, and I get it for the people on the colder part. On this deck, what is the name of it? That was a gift from my friend Solus. This deck is the mythical creatures, and it's actually, so I have thumb damage. I have a trigger thumb, and I could not bend cards. So this is actually a plastic deck. So it's a waterproof deck, and I was gonna have surgery last June, and by the grace of my left toe, my thumb popped, and I didn't end up having to have surgery. But now I have this thumb that's starting to give me problems. So I'm so grateful for this deck. My friend Solace gave this to me for my birthday, not last year, in 2024. So it is a beautiful deck. It's gold and silver, and then all of the like face cards have all these different mythical creatures. It's pretty awesome.
Wow.
I have another one in here that I really, really like, but the cardstock is a little thick. So until my injuries continue to get better, like this one is so pretty to me. And the like the face cards.
Oh wow.
Just actually beautiful. My favorite one is the Queen of Hearts. But the queens are very pretty. Yeah. I like the air fryer to cook my fish. But anyways, my thought is, for those of us who live in Arizona, why do we not use our crock pots more in the summertime? Because we're all like, oh, winter, it's time to pull out the crock pot. No, man, I'm going to make my potatoes in the crock pot.
Definitely not the time for. I use crock pot definitely in the summer. A lot more.
Alrighty then.
Okay, so are we done with Katie? Is Katie good? Katie, you good? We'll go to Victor's next. Okay.
Can take one for nothing, please. Is there a queue? What do I need to know for the rest of the month? Oh, okay. The rest of the month of January. Victor, I think that you are a person that thinks you're good to yourself, but you tend to not reach out and help other people, but let's say you have $1 in your pocket, and I know that money currency is different in different parts of the world, so I'm just using this as an example. But you have $1 in your pocket and you really want that, I don't know, pastry, the croissant or something. But Billy Joe, who's your buddy over here, goes, "Oh, I'm really hungry and I really want that pastry." And you use your last dollar to buy them the pastry instead of you buying you the pastry. And you think that that's like, oh, look, I am being good to myself because I'm helping the other person. And really buy the damn pastry and split it in half. That's not being selfish. But you need to take care of yourself. You need to fill your own cup before you continue to put in other people's cups. So that's something that they're telling me. Okay. And once you start getting into that habit, and no is a complete sentence. And the people that don't like no are really not your friends, right? If they don't like your boundaries or things that you put up for yourself, then, and why is there one person in particular that I keep getting that from? That you, I love these cards, that you bend a little, bend a little, bend a little, and someday you're going to be like this. Thank goodness for these cards. But if this was a regular cardstock card, you'd be like this, not indeed part being. Yep. So remember that. Shield yourself. Put yourself. You don't necessarily. Putting yourself first is not a selfish thing. I have lost friends for this. I shit you not. And I think I've talked to Julie about it. I, as an empath, as a person of what I do, there are times where I need to be in my room, my blackout curtains shut, in my pajamas, scratching my butt, drinking soda, watching TV, doing whatever I want to do so I can recharge, right? Because I live in the desert, so I don't want to go sit out in 180 degrees in the middle of nowhere. But I literally had a friend got mad at me because I didn't contact her back right away. And one of her things was, well, you need to be there for me. And I said, I need to be there for me. Like, I need to be there for me. I needed this solitude. I needed this quiet. And I lost a friendship because of that, because that person didn't care. So please be careful with yourself. Maybe it's because I'm old and I'm an asshole and I don't care anymore. It's funny because when I first met Julie, she was very shy, very timid, and very, very giving. Very giving. And you just saw that person that, and I'm not trying to throw you out under the bus, Julie,
Okay.
that there was something inside that was a little bit broken or askew. And I've watched her go, wait a minute, I deserve better than this. And then Julie started filling her own cup. And she's amazing.
Oh. So, okay.
Victor.
And thank you for that, Letty, about the book. And Katie, I don't know if you've gotten the book yet, The Mediums.
The
but
what?
it is, you know about the book, right?
What did you say?
The Mediums. The
Oh,
Mediums.
I thought you said BDM, and I'm like, Julie.
What? Oh my goodness.
Well, she's missing is an S.
What?
I literally thought you were talking about like BDSM. You beat. I'm like, never mind.
No. This
My
one.
mind is.
This one. Katie, have you gotten this one? It'll help you. It'll help. Just saying.
Lord help a child, as Angie would say.
Yes.
See, Victor, these cards are fighting and arguing and scrappling and people betraying you. And this one I love, though. Okay, so I don't know what you're arguing and fighting and scrapping about, but there's a person in your life that is not healthy for you. I know, don't laugh at me. You don't really want to go and know what's up in here. But whoever this person is, they're crap. Okay? This person, it's a female energy. Okay? This person is it's a love interest, doesn't have to be a romantic partner, but it's somebody who loves you and cares about you and very, very much wants the best for you, and you're not listening to them. Hell, it could be me right now. The fuck, I don't know. Could be Julie, but we're telling you to take care of you. So that is exactly, again, take care of you, fill your cup. That's what you need for January. January is your healing month, your self-healing month. Been dealing with some toxic people. Yep, that's it right there. I'm cutting them and done. Don't forget the grieving process. You will have a grieving process when you cut people out. Celebrate this. I heard this the other day and I was like, I'll be damned. Celebrate. Not everybody that's in your life is in your life for your whole life. They are in your life for some people your whole life. Some people are for seasons. It's Dawn and Susan.
Yeah, she's asking the author. Sorry.
So some people in your life for your whole life, some people in your life for a season, some people a day, hour, minute. Celebrate the season that person is in there with you. You will grieve the end of the relationship. That's okay. But then celebrate why they were there. So cutting that out, know you're going to feel that loss, but you're going to be okay. Thank you for taking care of you.
Thank you. Hope that helps you, Victor. Let's see.
Where did you go?
Who?
You. I don't see you on my screen anymore.
Uh-oh. I'm here. Can anybody see me?
I don't see anything on the screen anymore. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, we see you fine.
Okay, good.
So I'll let you know what's going on. Let's see who we've got next. Next is Miss Linda. She says, "Hi, Sheri. We met at Mesa Farmers Market. Julie introduced us. Thank you, Julie. Can I have a reading, please?"
Yes. I have no idea where the screen is, but oh, goodness. I don't even know where the screen is. Are you guys still there?
Yes, we are here.
That's craziness.
Yeah. I don't know why you went black.
Completely. I hit something. Me and computers, we should never be intertwined together. I just mentioned that. I think I have a beautiful fish, looks like a parrotfish. Okay.
I think somehow you went to screensaver.
Yeah, my desktop is open, but I go down to the bottom, where all the little tabs are for everything.
Yep.
Nothing.
Anything up at the top?
No, ma'am.
Wow.
This is why, okay, so this is my personal laptop. And this is why I don't want my work stuff on my laptop, but my work stuff is on my laptop. It's on a different desktop.
Yes.
And I does this stuff all the time. And I really need to get this separated. Yeah, I don't know where you guys are. Hi, I'm picking my nose. I don't know. Okay, who am I reading?
Linda of Inner Light Healing.
Is that the one that the Miss Ma'am, you were just telling me about that does Reiki and opened her own place on Val Vista and Guadalupe?
Not Val Vista, Guadalupe. No, that was something else. No, okay. She is currently at 48th Street and Apache Trail or Main Street in Mesa. So right by Christina's Wildberry and the Superstition Ranch Market.
Oh, I love that place.
I knew you knew that.
I love that place. I am sad because I don't have anything out here like out there. So it makes me sad. I just don't know where you guys went. It's so weird. Anyway, is it this one? Is it this one? It's like the whole screen is gone. Are you guys still there?
Yes, we're here.
Okay.
Should I have music going on just so you know we're here?
I'm like, I have no idea. There's so bizarre. Now my screen is black, but you're all still there.
Is it plugged in?
Oh yeah, no, it's got full power. I used
Okay,
it
good.
for a board meet, or not a board meeting, an architectural training meeting with the attorneys yesterday. So it's charged.
Okay. Wow.
Is this just a general question then, Miss Linda?
I'm checking for what she said.
What is now?
Yes. You know how the delays, they still have delays.
Okay.
Linda? Hello? Still no answer yet. No, she's here. So I guess general. Oh, there she goes. Let's see. Whatever spirit has to offer.
Great. Fantastic. Okay. So I don't know if you can see me. You get the 10 of clubs. Clubs,
Yes.
again, is about business, work, things that you like to do, hobbies, other stuff like that. This, we just talked about the aces. The aces are like the death, the change, but this is the beginning of change for you. So I'm not saying that this is like in a negative aspect. There's going to be a change. But what I find interesting is this card. So yes, we do use the jokers in the playing deck. The joker is unknown. This means they don't want to tell me whatever it is that you need to be doing. That they're just like, she'll find out when she gets there, which I think is rude, spirit. It's rude. But this card is it's gold. So the gold cards are they the clubs? No, they're the diamonds and the hearts. So that's money, abundances, or relationships. So whatever this is has to do with your abundances, relationships. Relationships don't have to be romantic. It could be a relationship with your dog. But so whatever this is unknown has to do with abundances and money, which that's this. I mean, this is work, right? So it's unknown about your money or your abundances from work. Okay. Sorry that wasn't more telling. But that's sometimes how this deck rolls. I hope that makes sense to you. I'm wondering if there's something coming up with your work. Are you heading for a promotion or in line for a promotion, or are you thinking about changing to increase your income? I feel like I'm blind. I'm blind.
What? Yeah, she hasn't responded yet.
That's fine.
Okay, so are you ready for the next one?
Yeah. I'm all, yeah.
Okay, I think Paula is next. Let's see. It's either Paula or Andrew. Hopefully you guys are here. It's Paula.
Voila.
And she says, thank you so much. I understand it. Changing up with adding reflexology to her repertoire.
Oh, nice. Where do you live?
She's a Mesa.
You rub my feet, please.
Hey, on Saturdays you are in Tempe, right?
Y'all need to be sending me that information because reflexology is really helpful for your stomach.
Oh, did you hear that? And yeah, we'll get you. We'll figure things out. Okay. Thank you, Paula. Paula is here and she is ready. So, what
Okay.
is the type of reading you would like, Paula? Okay. I'm just waiting on the answer for that. Please let me know. Andrew, you're next. So, let us know what kind of reading.
So weird.
What? I know. I bet it is very strange.
I'm like, I can't see anything. My screen is black. And then I have like my white, there's some of the, what do you call those? The icons or the things on my desktop that when I hit them, they turn blue again, like my desktop.
Yeah. And she says anytime, Sheri. Linda says anytime.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Okay, so Paul, we're back on Paula.
okay.
So Paula, what is your question? General, highest and greatest? What would you like? I would like to know what spirit wants me to know and work on.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Andrew. I've got yours.
What does Paula need to work on? What does Paula need to work on? Okay. So 7 of clubs. Clubs are working money. But it looks like you are coming to the end of stressing about work. This is the money card, like abundances, prosperity, all those fun things. This is the beginning of a journey, right? This is also a beginning of a journey of a job. So
Wow.
are you are you doing I'm like looking at this parrotfish and I can't see Julie's face, so it's kind of weird. Are you trying to like branch out into, I hear like new horizons, new prosperities, branching out, maybe a new division of, not necessarily work though. What are they saying? Meet. You need to get more organized because they keep telling me like keep it clean, like, and I don't want to say this to make it sound, because I can't see inside your home, right? I'm not that person, but it's like clean up the home base and everything else will come out with
Remove
it.
the chaos from the home base.
Remove the chaos from home base.
Okay.
Like some organization or some, it gets daunting and overwhelming, and you are you ADHD? Because it's like it feels like it's daunting, it's overwhelming, and you just don't know where to start.
Okay.
And because of that, things don't get done in a timely manner. And I'm not saying that you're a dirty person at all. I'm saying that you're overwhelmed. Like something is just, so it just gets this like, where do I start? It feels paralyzing.
She says 4 months back, joined a teaching job.
Oh, okay.
That's why she needs to get a base.
And the organization.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll get there, but you right now, it's paralyzing. It feels overwhelming to me. I'm like, oh my God, where do I start? That's how I feel like now. Like, oh my God, where do I start? Like when I was packing, when I was moving, it's like, where do I start? And that's how I'm feeling for you right now. It's trying to figure out where you start with that. But it's okay. It's like one day at a time, one step at a time. I think sometimes you come into base, whatever base is for you, and you look at it and you just, like it's just.
Yeah. She's
I
saying
cannot.
true. Family situation is chaotic.
Okay, so I cannot tell you how to fix that chaos. I can only suggest certain things. There's tools out there to help organize that chaos. I'm a terrible list person. I will write a list till the kings come home and then I'll forget the list. So I'm a chaotic person, um, but I'm organized, and I organize by color. So you find that sense of organization, and yeah,
And she
but that's
says, yeah, Sheri, I feel fear is paralyzing and I don't do what I really need to do.
bingo. That's how I feel. I feel like when exactly how I felt when I first started to move. It's like, oh my gosh, what did I do? You know how I did it? How I broke through that? Because I lived there for 4 years. I cheated. I went to Chat GPT and I said, I'm moving. This is my move date. Create a list for me. So when it created a list for me, I kept it in my purse. I pulled it out once a week and went through the list. I'm a terrible list person, but for some reason that worked for me.
Literally, my room is also chaotic.
There you go. And I am the worst person in the world about my car's a mess. My home is not a mess. I just moved in, so everything's like kind of in its spot. Um, but I have found, promise you, I was never one person to make my bed. Hated making my bed. Literally, I have pillows and a blanket. That's it, and a sheet on my bed. When I started making my bed, one thing, making my bed every morning before I left, just then I found the next thing I could do is one more thing in my room, one more thing. So just pick it off, one thing. Do the bed for a week, and then pick one more thing you can do in your room, and then just add it. And once you have that base, which is your room, that's your sanctuary, that's your shelter, that's your thing, then it's done, and you just keep it up every day. It's not as daunting. And then I've also found that when I started doing that, like everything else started falling into place. And I'm a closet hoarder. I can't tell you how many damn jars I have. Ridiculous. It feels so
But you
good.
use those.
Yeah, I do. But I have what I need right now. I have to stop saving the spaghetti sauce jars. That's what I need to do. And then the cute little jars like this. And oh, look at that. Somebody drank the Patron and left the little cork in it. Oh, I can wash that and I can keep that. Yeah, no, I got to stop doing that.
Wow. Well, um, thank you. And who's next?
I hope
Andrew's
that
next.
makes sense.
Andrew is next. And what was his question? It was about financial outlook for the next few months. Okay. We'll see if those financial cards pop up.
Yep. Oops. Okay, I got about 10 more minutes and then I really have to start to work. Do we have any more people after this one, Julie?
We do, but let's end it at Andrew.
How many more?
We have 3 more after Andrew.
I'm not sure I can get to them all, but I'll try.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Letty, be prepared. You're next. Please send me your list. I mean, your question.
Okay.
Hello, Gupta. You came in late. Sorry, bud. And remember tonight that Don and Angie will be on.
Angie, don't ask her about love.
No.
Okay. So I got this Jack of Diamonds. Diamonds is abundance and money. This tells me that something good is coming in for you that has to do with the abundances of money. And I am getting what I call the money sign is the butterflies floating down with dollars on their wings, or their wings are dollars. I'm not getting a whole bunch of them, but I am getting them. So that's nice because it tells me that money is going to flow for you. I'm also being told you got to be more thrifty, frugal with your money. Just because it's coming in doesn't mean you need to be putting it out. Okay. So be more frugal with the abundances that are coming in for you. But I also got these two start of relationships. Again, relationships don't have to be romantic. I am not the doom and gloom of romance, but this is talking about a partnership, and it could be your partnership with money. Think about it like that too. Relationship or partnerships with, and then it is the beginning of that journey. So are you starting like a new bank account, a new money system, a new way to pay your bills, it's something to do with that. But I do like that for you because you will have a little, not a ton extra, but a little extra. And again, don't be pushing it out. You're bringing it in, don't necessarily have to put it out. I love it when people go, well, I'm going to get a second job so I can catch up on my bills. And then they end up with more bills instead of catching up on the ones that they have because they think they have a little more money.
Oh.
So, if you're going to get a second job and you're doing it to pay bills, don't get another credit card.
I know it sounds like it's a no-brainer, but when you
It's
get
not.
more money in, it isn't. Yeah. And Paula says, thank you, Julie and Sheri. Makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Perfect. What was the other thing? Is like, don't work for your money, make your money work for you.
Yes. Yes. So, and when you're saying a new relationship with money, and you were talking about a new system, that, yes, making plans to move across country. Thank you.
Yes. That's a new system. Everything's going to be new bank account, new everything. Yeah. All right.
Okay. So there's your confirmation. All right. Letty, are you still here? You didn't respond. So Letty, are you still here? If not, Miss Mo Wisdom Seeker 108. And Paul Freed. And yes, I know you're here, Gupta. If nobody else pops up, you'll be the last one and only one. But we'll have to give them a couple minutes. I thought I had Angie's no. What was the one? Look at my face. Don't do it. I thought I had that, but it doesn't come up. Oh, Miss Wisdom is here.
Is it me? Am I the problem?
Yeah, that one. I wish I'd have. Okay.
Fix your face, Angie. Fix your face.
Yes. So, Miss Mo Wisdom Seeker is here. And what type of question do you have? She just says yes, that she's here. The word that popped up for her was time, so I don't know what that is. So you'll be the last one today. So nobody else is popping up. I know Gupta did, but we need to get going.
So don't forget that if you are in the Phoenix metro area, I work at Everything Just Rocks. Like this Saturday and next Saturday, I do have an appointment at 1:00, but we're open from 10 to 6. So if you'd like to come down and get a reading, please do. Schedule varies. You got to check with Everything Just Rocks on that schedule. And then I will be doing readings with Chris, Optimistic Chris, on TikTok. You can go on my TikTok page. It's Sheri Beery. That's one R, Sheri, and Beery. It's beer with a Y. And then you can follow me. And we're going live. I don't even remember. I'm sorry. I think it's Sunday to do readings.
And that'll be Sunday evening.
Yes, and those are mediumship. You get a tarot reading, and a mediumship. Those do cost because that is Kristen's business. I am a guest with her business, so she's very good. And then she can, if I could get her website, then I don't even know where my phone is right now. But if I could get her website. Here's my work phone. I could, here it is, find out what her website is, and you can look at all that stuff.
Yeah. And Miss Mo Wisdom's question is, why was my life put in danger?
Something to do with money and fighting. Okay, so I got the 7 of diamonds, the 8 of spades, and the 6 of spades. So the 8 of spades tells me that that's a tower moment. That was a moment like you weren't listening to something that the universe was trying to tell you. So the universe had to come in and shake up your world. But then I have the 6 of spades, which then tells me like that stuff is over. You're still recovering from it, of course, because, but there was a lesson to be learned, and I don't know what the lesson is. That is something that you should meditate and talk to your guides about, and be open to what they're saying, because I believe that they have told you prior what it was about, and you're like, no. But the specific reason I've got the 7 of diamonds, which again is abundances and money and different things. So I think our lives are in danger every day. We roll out of bed, you can fall, break your neck. You can take a shower, you can fall, you break your neck. You can burn yourself, your house can catch on fire. You walk out the door and you get hit by a car, bus, train, whatever. Every day our lives are in danger. But it has to do with money or abundances.
Is that all you got for her?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I hope that makes sense to you. Miss Mo Wisdom. So can you do one more, or are we done?
I can do one more.
Mr. Gupta.
Okay. I'm trying to get you Kristen's website.
Okay. So I can type it in?
Yeah. Visit. Oh, geez. It's how in the world, this lady?
Yes, she said it was, I guess, helpful.
Okay.
It resonated with her.
Let me text her.
Oh, sorry. It would be Letty, not Letty.
Okay.
Sorry, Gupta. She's been waiting a lot longer. So Letty GB 7476. Mine is whatever pops up.
Okay.
So I will work on Chris's thing.
It's ko-fi.com / metomor
OMOR. Okay.
PH OSIS.
Metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis shop. So there's
SISES. Hold
can
on.
you see that?
Morphus. Oh, yep. What's after the double S?
HOP.
HOP. Okay. Shop. Okay. OP.
Okay, and we're supposed to go live. I'm asking her.
Sorry about that. Good.
Okay. All right, so this is for Letty.
Letty and whatever pops up.
Okay, Miss Letty. Okay, Sunday, I'm getting the time.
Okay.
On TikTok. Okay, Letty. Not that card. 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Sunday on TikTok. So, Letty, tell me about this female energy, whether it's a female or a man with feminine energy, that is very nasty to you, that is very just downright shitty to you, puts you in a bad place, tells you that you're no good, tells you that you suck, basically, not that harshly, probably, but passive aggressively. Because they're very prominent in your life. And you know what? Actually, that could even be yourself, by the way. Because you yourself can have that blah in your head. So that is the first card that I got. Sorry, I covered her up. That is Medusa. I love Medusa. But this is a female energy that is very negative towards you. And again, that could even be yourself. Then I've got the 5 of Clubs and the 5 of Hearts, which both tells me that work-wise and emotionally wise, you're in a stagnant place. Basically, you're just not real happy or thrilled with what you're doing at work, and you're not real thrilled or happy what you're doing within your relationship. A relationship does not have to be romantic. It can be a relationship with yourself. So I'm getting that you're really down on yourself. So we need to change this. This needs to be changed. It's a hard change. I understand that, because at some point in your life, somebody sold you a bag of shit and told you that it was, your favorite fruit, and you gobbled it up and you believed it. So now it's time to, I know I'm graphic, to regurgitate that and give a clean system and change the way you believe in yourself. Affirmations, Dawn's book on affirmations, gotta do it. Write it out every day. Today I will smile. Today is carpe diem. Today I will carpe diem, seize the day. Today I will make somebody smile. Not only making somebody else smile, but making yourself smile. You ever driven through a drive-through and just the person at the drive-through is just, they're there, they're doing their job, and you see something that you like on them, like maybe their haircut, maybe they're wearing a cool ring, or, you like their shirt, and you tell them like, oh, I like their shirt. They smile, then you smile, and it makes you feel better. It creates those endorphins and sends that positivity out there for you. So changing those small little things is going to help you change why you feel so stagnant about whatever's in your head, whoever's telling you crap about the way you feel at work and the way you feel about your relationships with yourself. One thing that I learned to say, a lot of people will tell you, "Oh my God, it's Monday and I have to go to work," right? When you start saying it's Monday and I get to go to work, and you're like, why do I get to go to work? Think of all the people out there that don't get to go to work, people who are disabled, people who have been in horrible, horrible accidents and maybe in the hospital, people who are sick, people who are caretakers of other people. They don't get to get out of that situation. So if you think of it as like, I get to go to work, I get to do these, not I have to do them. I get to brush my teeth. I have teeth, so I get to brush my teeth. One of the first things I said to Julie this morning is like, I just woke up. I have to brush my teeth. And it's not that I have to, I get to, and I love my teeth. So that's the first thing I do every day is brush my teeth. Go potty, then brush my teeth. But anyway, so it's just those kind of things, let's say you've broken your hand and you can't brush your teeth, and I'm just using that as an example. So when you change the way you say those things, you change your mindset as well. And I hope that makes sense. There's just something that's very floating around you that's just very down on you and who you are as a person. And I don't like that for you.
She's a sweet soul. But she's not saying much. But Don popped in and he says,
Hello.
Thank you for your time and info. So thank you, Don.
Y'all need to be reading his affirmation book.
Yeah. And I did pop up his QR code.
Yay.
And they're always, all these books that my friends have written, except for Angie's, of course, are at my on an arm's length away. If I can find it, it's here. There it is. See, I told you it was here.
So when you do your affirmations, it's just like making SMART goals. You have to make sure they're obtainable, right? And even if it's just, you don't think it's obtainable, if you keep doing that affirmation, it can become obtainable. So I used to do them, like in my example is I would write every day, I will carpe diem, I will smile, I will make somebody smile, I will use my magic today, I will blah, blah, blah. And then this week I will blah, blah, blah. So all of my affirmations, I did that for 6 months. Every single one of those things I put on that paper every day repeatedly happened. I got a new car. I didn't have a job. I got a new car. I got a place to live. I got a job. I got a new phone. The one thing that did not happen is I didn't marry the guy I was dating at the time. Why? Even though I did the affirmations every day, because Spirit knew that would be bad for me. Because all my other affirmations were good for me. But that one was bad for me. And I thank them every day for not having me marry that guy.
And your love goddess tarot says good morning and
goddess tarot. Good morning.
And better late than never. So it's funny how she shows up right after Dawn.
Right? How rude.
Well, we thank you both for being here. We thank everyone for being online today. We didn't get feedback from Letty yet, but we'll be able to see if she does. Sheri might be able to see on YouTube later if she responds, but she can't see anything on her laptop right now.
A parrotfish, a blue and green parrotfish. That's it.
Parrotfish. Yep. But thank you guys for starting off this year right. It was really great to have Sheri here and her wisdom. She has a lot more wisdom we'd be here all day long getting the information from her if we could. But remember, not this weekend with Angie, this weekend with Chris at what did you say, 2 p.m. Mountain
2
Standard
p.m.
Time
2
on
p.m.
TikTok.
on TikTok on the 11th. It looks like. What did Angie say? The 16th or something? 16th
The
a Friday.
16th is a Friday. So it'd be the 17th.
17th is a Saturday, so it'd be the 18th because it's
18th.
Sunday.
All right. Yeah, you're right. Oh my. Well, I don't know if she would be able to do the 18th because of the fact that's her sister's birthday.
Yeah, and what
So
is she's crazy?
I don't
She's
know. I guess she's not on right now, so she can't really answer that. So please let all of us know when you guys are going to be back
yes.
on so I can promote it. And yeah, it'll be great to see you guys back together.
Yes.
And tonight, Mr. Don, Angie said that you most likely will be on tonight. So please verify that if you're still here. And is it this, which Wednesday are you going to be having? Okay. At least they're pretty. What? Oh, the parrotfish. Sorry. I
Oh yeah,
definitely
parrotfish.
cannot do 118. Yeah, thanks, Angie. And then Letty says, yep. Okay, so
Okay.
she said, yep. And what was the other thing? Mine was just whatever pops up. And you got the information, what she gave you. So it resonated, I hope. And if you
And then
didn't see it, she's already read you. Go back about 5 minutes, and that's something like that. But she did read you. So hopefully you'll see that. And Don, when are you going to be at Rising Phoenix? Is it this? It's not today, or it's not tonight. Is it next? Is it going to be on the 28th? So that would be the last Wednesday of the month. Hoping they pop up, but if not, Susan will not be on this Saturday. However, Friday evening will be Bonnie and Bonnie and Sarah on Friday Night Live Happy Hour. On Sunday, Jess and Bonnie at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time.
that's for all your love readings. Please go
Yes,
there.
send them all there, all there. And yes, and that is Psychic Sunday. So thank you guys again for coming in and starting this second season, episode 1, off so well. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Sheri, so much. Since you won't be able to see me when we log off, have a great day. Have a great
You
day,
too.
everyone. And as someone already put in, halfway through the week,
Whoop whoop.
the hump day.
The whole day.
So have a great time, and we will see you. Hopefully, we'll see you tonight. We'll talk to you later. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.